Are you serious? Are you serious? I drink coffee and I know things. Well, I'll tell you that in a little bit. But let me tell you right now, we've had an explosion in the skies and 6 airplanes had to dodge the debris. I'm going to tell you all about that in just a second. But first, let me put a shout out right now for www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. A cutting-edge 2024 study shows that collagen can have drastically positive effects on your skin health. This study found that women who take a daily collagen drink see a noticeable reduction in wrinkles and firmer, more hydrated skin. But it's important not to use just any random collagen. No. Make sure you use collagen that's backed by real science. That's why I use this amazing multi-collagen. I mean, I absolutely love it because, you know, it's tasteless, it's odorless, it's incredible what it does. You can put it in your coffee or in your smoothie in the morning. Just a scoop in the soup. And either way, however you want to do it, but you're going to get some incredible collagen infusion into your system, which can make a major difference. This unique formula, matter of fact, is designed to reduce the visible signs of aging, reduce the wrinkles, promotes a youthful glow, promotes elasticity and skin hydration. It's amazing. And you'll be shocked. 51% off right now. So click on that link below the video. Click on the link below the video. Plus, you'll receive a VIP live health and fitness coaching for life. You'll get a free ebook that's titled The 14 Foods of Amazing Skin. I mean, all of this. So go check it out right now at www.healthwithpaul.com. All right, guys. That's good stuff. All right. Now, we've had an explosion in the sky. It makes me nervous, Purvis. Oh, by the way, do you got your ticket? Get your ticket. We're just 7 days away from the webinar. 7 days away. So let's get our tickets right now. These guys are amazing. The information from this webinar will make your head spin, and then you'll realize, wow, the world is, you think the world's changed a lot? You have no idea what you're getting ready to encounter in the next 48 months. Your life, your family, your home, your community, your nation, your world is about to drastically change. And how far they go? Well, it depends how close we are to the beast kingdom. It's very important you get this information. And I think I know you'll be stunned with the intel. It's just blowing my mind. Anyway, let me just tell you what's going on right here because we've got major issues with Elon Musk. Elon Musk, his Starship prototype. What you see behind me, that's the Starship. What? That's the Starship. Exploded in the heavens last night as it was launched out of Texas. 8 minutes into the flight, this thing blew sky high. I mean, it blew up right over the Caribbean islands, over Turks and Caicos. And that picture behind me, that was captured by people on the ground as Elon Musk's Starship rocket exploded. And the debris went flying at enormous speeds. And here's what really is the dangerous part about this. As it was exploding and breaking up during now its 7th launch attempt, the fiery debris streaking through the sky above the Caribbean and grounding nearby aircraft, but it caused 6 airplanes to have to literally make emergency adjustments and swing out of the way from the explosive debris. Elon Musk's SpaceX carried out this launch of this super heavy rocket from Boca Chica in Texas last night while I was on the air with Mike around the world. His aim of undertaking the series of stress tests to push its launch vehicle to the limit. However, in an unexpected setback, the SpaceX Starship lost its upper portion of the Starship rocket. Somebody didn't tighten down the bolts or something. It exploded just 8 minutes after it blasted off. 8 minutes into the mission, that's right, SpaceX lost communication with the Starship, which launched, commentators eventually saying that the vehicle had been destroyed. SpaceX mishap, and here it is as it was being launched. Okay, so there it was on the, as it was being, as blast off right there. But as you can see behind me, you see what happened. At the Miami, SpaceX mishap caused widespread air traffic disruption and danger. At the Miami International Airport, some of the flights were grounded, and at least 20 commercial flights had to be diverted to other airports because they were already in the air and were trying to land. Some also had altered the course to avoid potential debris based on the flight records from tracking the flights. Matter of fact, I can tell you that ABX flight, Amazon airplane, ABX 3139 had to make a absolute 180-degree turn around to get out of the way of the debris. A JetBlue flight, JetBlue JBU 353, had to make a major weird maneuver to get out of the way. A air transit flight TSC 498 did an absolute circle and then spin away. It did a 360. It was incredible. A 360 and then shoot off in a different direction to miss debris. A Spirit flight, NKS 172, had to do a complete 360 to get out of the way from where it was, and it was going the opposite direction where it was at. And an Iberia flight, IBE 0379, made some real weird maneuvers, then did a sharp turn, 360, and then shot straight down in the opposite direction. And then a World 2 flight, WFL 3409, did two 360s trying to avoid it. I can show you here on this map. So there you see Turks and Caicos. Let me hold that real still here. Okay. And you can see all 6 of these flights making incredible maneuvers to get out of the way of flying debris. So even though Musk launched it out of Texas, within 8 minutes it exploded, and the debris then was insane, and what it did to these unexpected commercial aircraft, just unbelievable. So the onlookers in the Caribbean islands of Turks and Caicos, they captured the stunning video of the rocket breaking up above them. Some of the footage was captured from the cabins of nearby jets, which were forced into holding to steer clear of the potential hazard. Other planes had to make absolute ridiculous maneuvers to escape the flying debris. SpaceX is saying that the Starship experienced a rapid, unscheduled disassembly during its ascent burn. Teams will continue to review the data from today's flight test to better understand the root cause. It just sounds like to me, because the top of this thing came off. I just think that somebody didn't tighten down the bolts. Somebody didn't tighten down the bolts. Of course, that's not going to be good. And so, wow. Dangerous situation, explosion in the sky. Here we go again. And it's not the only explosion in the sky. We also, let me just share this with you. Give me one moment here, and I will pull this up for you. But we also had another issue, and that was a massive solar flare exploding on the sun. And this is incredible. I'm going to pull that up right now. Give me 1 second. There it is. That's the actual solar flare. I mean, that is the actual solar flare. That is an M-class 7.4. explosion on the sun. We had joy, we had fun, then we had this explosion on the sun. And those CMEs are coming for you and me. Bum, 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 bum. Don't let the sun go down on me. That's what Standale is saying, along with BP. It's like the sun's going down on me. I mean, the Bible says it's. Mike from around the world talks about last night in our show how the sun is affecting all the different climate situations on Earth. I mean, it's unbelievable. We're seeing blood moons and typhoons and monsoons and pontoons and baboons and raccoons and oh, Jesus is coming soon. I mean, all of these signs in the heavens. Jesus said it this way in Luke 21, verse 25. He said, "For there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars." Thank you, Elon Musk. "And distress of nations with perplexity, the sea, the waves, roaring, and men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall we see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of glory with power and great glory." Are you serious? And when these things begin to come to pass, Jesus said, "Look up, lift up your head. Your redemption is drawing nigh." So yes, things are happening at an insane, rapid, it's like prophecy's accelerating exponentially. Okay, and so of course we got TikTok. According to this morning, TikTok is going. As the Supreme Court says, it's got to be shut down. It's got to be shut down, and it's got to be shut down in 48 hours. Well, that puts it into Sunday, and the President Biden has the authority to push it out 90 more days to see if maybe there's an American company or an American group that wants to buy it, and if that don't happen, it has to be shut down. I don't know. Biden says that people need to have time. So I think he's going to help push it out 90 days. That means Trump has to take the situation on. And so, I mean, this is an incredible situation of freedom of speech now. Maybe being monitored here. What about freedom of speech? But they're saying it's not about freedom of speech. It's about national security because of China. But, I mean, are you serious? You're worried that China's listening in on TikTok? China's listening in on everything. First, start with Hunter Biden's laptop. What? It feels like an Ernest Hemingway novel. And down there, matter of fact, if you were on the Florida Keys last night, you probably saw the debris, the explosion in the sky, and all the other stuff that's going on. I know you did if you were in Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos, I'm serious. This thing is getting crazy. It feels like Ernest Hemingway novel. It really does. But it's actually Bible prophecy. It's reality, and it's happening right now, right before our very eyes. So get some coffee. I see geese flying high above the water, the child fishing with his father in the rain. I can smell blackberry brandy and chocolate-covered candy. I saw a soldier crying on a train, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walked the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. The Old Man in the Sea.
I feel the deepness of his weakness. I can taste the brandy sweetness at a roadside Idaho cafe. I can hear old Teddy laughing,
Fitzgerald's toes a-tapping to the roaring sounds of yesterday.
falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep,
We have an explosion.
reading Hemingway.
Breaking news, we have an explosion in California of one of the largest battery plants. Oh no.
And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris.
I was lost and so afraid.
Falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And a shotgun blast echoed across the page. Falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
I'll give you the report here. It's printing out right now for me. A massive explosion in California. 1,500 people have to be evacuated and leave Moss Landing and Elkhorn at the Elkhorn Slough. Hang on a second. I want to thank whoever was in the chat room, Tube News. Thank you so much for throwing that up there. Hundreds of people have been ordered. 1,500 people have been instructed to leave Moss Landing. There you see it. And I'm going to see here if I can get a better picture than that. I saw some footage of it. It was pretty massive. So 1,500 people have been advised to evacuate the community there in Northern California. It has nothing to do with the forest fires down in Los Angeles. This is totally separate. But this massive explosion and large fire erupted at one of the world's largest battery storage plants last night. Video circulating on social media shows the smoke and the flames erupting from the Moss Landing power plant last night in the community of Moss Landing, which is 25 miles south of Santa Cruz. The plant is owned by a Texas company called Vistra Energy and contains tens of thousands of lithium batteries, which are important for storing electricity from such renewable energy sources as solar energy, but can be extremely difficult to put out if they go up in flames. So did you ever see these windmills? And did you ever see these solar panels? What they are doing, the windmills are collecting energy, storing it in these lithium batteries down at the bottom of the windmill, and then those batteries get shipped to plants, which are then converts the batteries into electricity that gets sent out on the grid. Or if it's a solar panel farm, below those solar panels into the ground a little bit, they also are collecting energy into batteries. Now, as the fire sent up towering flames and black smoke and showed no sign of easing last night, 1,500 people were instructed to evacuate Moss Landing and also the Elkhorn Slough area. In the update this morning, Santa Cruz County office has responded. They've, in the recovery and resilience, said the fire is not going to pose any imminent significant threat to people and that they can resume normal activities, but it's still burning. Sensitive groups, including those with respiratory difficulties, those should probably continue to stay away and monitor the local air conditions, not air condition, but the condition of the air. The county said in an update posted on X, while home, we recommend keep your doors and windows closed until further notice. So, I don't know if you feel safe to go home. Lock your doors and windows, put tape around them, plastic, whatever. And I just don't know if that doesn't feel good. Okay. But if you have a breathing, you have oxygen, if you're on oxygen, or if you have emphysema or lung respiratory issues or cancer, you really should not go home. Okay. And if you live close to the fire, you might not want to go, but you can if you keep your doors and windows closed. Now, there's no way to sugarcoat this. This is a massive disaster, according to Monterey County Supervisor Glenn Church. But he said he did not expect the fire to spread beyond the concrete building that it's enclosed in. But I can tell you right now, the flames are way past the concrete building. And the smoke and the fumes and the plumes and the toxic air. The fires at the Vistra plant back in 2021 and again in 2022 that were caused by a fire sprinkler system malfunction and resulted in some units overheating. Okay, so this has happened twice already. This is the third time, but this is way worse because it exploded. It's unclear what caused this fire and explosion, but Vistra said in a statement that after it detected everyone at the site was evacuated safely, but still it is a massive explosion. So again, here we are. We talk about this. We keep talking about green energy. We keep talking about solar and wind. But what people don't understand is the threat to the environment it takes to mine lithium. The amount of destructive event to get lithium from the ground, and then the explosive nature of lithium batteries and the storage of lithium batteries and the whole thing is just a very difficult energy initiative. When you have coal that you can burn at plants and create electricity so easy, or you can use natural gas, or we can use oil. I mean, we have all these other ways that we have perfected and we have tons of. It's just insane to think that we are just, I mean, you know what I'm saying? What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. I mean, actually, nuclear, in some ways, nuclear is safer than this green initiative. And where's AOC when you need her with the Green New Deal? And whatever happened to Al Gore? Where is Al Gore when the bitter blast is getting ready to hit the entire country in the cold and the frigid? And where is Al? Well, anyway, where are all these people that are, where's the Greta, what's her name? Greta Thunberg. Where's everybody at that's preaching all this? I think what we need to do is take a stop, take a look here. We got the sun exploding with solar flares. We have atmospheric pressure from charged particles that are pressing down our jet streams on the Earth. We have holes in our ozone layers. We have asteroids and meteorites that are racing toward us and around us and zipping past us. We have a gravitational pull on the entire solar system that we're in from planet X. And we have earthquakes disrupting, volcanoes erupting, and we have all kinds of different events taking place. So, I mean, what I'm saying is everybody just calm down a minute because we're having way too many fires and explosions. And so, for whom the bell tolls. I mean, again, I'm going back to these Ernest Hemingway novels. Give your life to Jesus Christ, okay? The Bible told us that we would see great signs and fearful sights in the heavens, and it seems like we're seeing them not only in the heavens and on the sun, But even here on Earth, we're in the last days. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. Get your tickets for the webinar, Trump, AI, and the Cyber Society. And now it looks like the Cyber Society, the Supreme Court is now handing TikTok to Donald Trump to deal with. And somebody's got to buy TikTok, and they got to do it fast. The guy that owns it lives in Singapore. And at the same time, he's, and I know Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, I know he wants to buy TikTok. Elon Musk could buy TikTok for the amount of money he just blew up in space. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Are you serious?